Willard, thank you. Now part 2 of our series, Too Much Information. If you can't get through the morning without surfing the web for hours at a time, or you can't even seem to leave the office, or you endlessly flip through magazines, you may have something called a soft addiction, which could threaten your path to happiness and your relationship with those you love. Well, now there is help in a new book called There Must Be More Than This, Finding More Life, Love, and Meaning by Overcoming Your Soft Addictions. Judith Wright is the author. Judith, good morning.
Good morning.
You coined this phrase because of what you say you saw in people. You're a life coach, and you saw people getting stuck doing endlessly things that they didn't really have to do.
And they keep going, these ruts and routines. And I called them soft addictions because of those seemingly harmless habits, like the things you've mentioned. And it can be gossiping, overdoing things, overworking, overeating,
overly focusing on celebrity gossip.
Absolutely.
Always looking in the refrigerator 4 or 5 times a day. I do that.
And repeatedly. And what happens is you don't realize how much time you're spending, what the cost of these things are to your life. They oftentimes even cost money, but they numb you. They numb you from your feelings. They mute your consciousness. A lot of times they just zap your energy, and you're getting kind of a zone or a trance, and it's robbing you of the quality of life you really deserve.
Aren't they often really a reaction to people's lives being so busy, people sort of feeling like they just need to zone out?
Well,
What's wrong with that?
That's it. There's nothing wrong with that, because we all have a need to de-stress, to distract ourselves, to refresh ourselves. But the problem is soft addictions don't do that for you. We're going to them to feel better. We're going to them to feel refreshed. We don't. We get kind of in a trance. We get drained. We deserve breaks. We really need things that are really nourishing. We're turning to soft addictions, but they don't really nourish us.
Okay, and so what you say is, there is a way to really nurture yourself, to really have the life you want, to not need to zone out, if you, first of all, identify whether you've got a problem. Now, how do you know you have a problem?
If you're breathing, you have a soft addiction. But so the point isn't necessarily, do I have them, but which ones do I have? And maybe more importantly, what costs do they have for me? And that's where you can start to see. It's just a minor thing, but is it taking time? Is it taking energy? Am I doing that instead of things that would really fill my mind, body, or spirit?
But as you say, I think everyone can look at this list that we've just given and say, okay, I do that, I do that, I do that. But at what point do you go, oh, I'm really overdoing it?
Well,
this is my soft addiction, and it's overdoing it.
Look at some of the cost of it. Are you using it to avoid your feelings? Does it have that kind of compulsive feel to it? Like, I gotta do it. I gotta check my email. I have to have chocolate. Are you lying about it a little bit? Are you hiding the behavior? Are you rationalizing it? Those are some signs that maybe this is a guilty pleasure that you're not so proud of, and it might be time to really look at that and change it.
And one thing that also might help you say is to define whether or not you do these activities because of a spiritual hunger or a material want.
That's a very important distinction, because we confuse what we want, our cravings, with these deeper hungers. We might want a big bowl of ice cream, but maybe we really hunger for comfort. And we all have these deeper hungers to love and to be loved and to matter and to make a difference or to belong or to connect. And if we can learn to meet those deeper hungers, the quality of our life really shifts. What happens though is we go to these surface wants thinking that, well, maybe if I gossip, I'll feel connected, or maybe if I, snack more, I'll feel more full. But you're full, but not fulfilled.
So you're saying so then what you do after that is you basically get an idea of what is it that you want more in your life.
And most of us don't really know. The math of more is this amazing thing where you learn to add things to your life that meet those deeper hungers. And then you start to naturally subtract your soft addictions. So you don't have to worry about depriving yourself or going cold turkey or letting go of everything. What happens is you add things that really do refresh you. You're taking a walk, you're talking to your loved ones, you're getting together with your friends and talking about your dreams. You're getting the support and encouragement that you really deserve. And the quality of your life starts shifting. And then these soft addictions aren't quite so attractive. They loosen their grip a bit.
So you develop basically a vision for how you'd like to basically look back on the life you've led. It's a way of bringing meaning and depth.
Absolutely.
To
and you start to picture that, because most of us picture our soft addictions more fully than we do what our life will be like if we meet those deeper hungers. None of us want on our tombstone, here lies Susan, she bought a lot of stuff. It's more like, what do we want to say at the end of our lives? And start living it now. And we can do that if we learn these kinds of skills and get the support that we really deserve to do it.
I think a lot of people need to hear this, Judith Wright. Thank you so much.
You.
And the book is called There Must Be More Than This. And coming up next, just